Indeed, Jigawa State is known to experience perennial flooding, which can have severe consequences on the lives and livelihoods of its residents. Well, the State Commissioner for Environment, Nura Ibrahim, joins us now on Newsroom Series to talk about the state government's effort on perennial flooding. Thanks for joining us, Honorable Commissioner.
Thank you very much.
All right, so the federal government has announced states at risk of high flooding between April and November this year. Of course, Jigawa is on that list, and we know that perennial flooding is not new to the state. What's been done by the state government to mitigate the risks or the dangers of perennial flooding?
Thank you very much. As you all know, flooding is a natural disaster with devastating consequences on lives, livelihoods, infrastructure, biodiversity, and host of others. So we have to do something deliberate to ensure that we control, mitigate, and manage this flood. At present, the state government has done a lot. When we look back from 2023, that's July to be precise, till now, the state government embarked on desilting of River Hadija because this is a major cause for flooding because the water is already, the rivers is already silted. So we have embarked on dredging that river. At present, we have covered more than 70 kilometers along that route to ensure that we don't have repeated problems that we had in the past, notably the 2022 flood disaster in Jigawa State. So that's the reason why the state government is partnering with the Hadija Jama'ar River Basin Development Authority to ensure that we dredge this river, we distill this river, and ensure that the river do not overflow its banks. That's one. In addition, Jigawa is also buying 2 additional amphibious excavators to put to the lot that we have now. We have 4 working now. Jigawa has 2. The Hade Jamari has 2. We are adding 2 to the lot. So by using about 6 excavators, we'll be able to at least desilt as many kilometers as possible along that river distance. Because when you track the distance from the entry point Dabi to Wachakal exit point around Yobe State is about 110 kilometers. So it's a lot of work. And it's a continuous work that we have to be doing. It's not a one-off thing. So we are going to continue doing the yearly. In addition now, His Excellency has already given out a contract to a consultant to ensure that he come up with the bill of engineering measurement from the entry point to the exit point so that we can address this issue. We have over 18 flash points. And don't forget, along that river, we have about 300 man-made breakages because this is one of the things that's adding to the flood issue in Jigawa State. Other than the natural one, people are breaking the banks so that they can, water can access their farmland for irrigation purposes. So what we are trying to do now is that we are going to put up control gates so that if they need water, they can lift the control gates so that the water can access their land so that they can use it for agricultural purposes, so that the water do not overflow their farmland, and destroy their farmlands also and their houses. So this is what the state government is doing. So this is a kind of a permanent effort because it's going to consume a lot of money. That is why the AgriSal project, the agroclimatic resilience in semi-arid landscape, is coming to the head of Jigawa. Once the design is being completed, we are going to sit with the World Bank and find a lasting solution to this perennial flood issue. But even at present, as we are speaking now, we are dredging, we are putting embankments, we are putting dikes to ensure that we save farm produce because Jigawa is known as one of the highest producers of wheat and rice in the country. So we want to ensure that we save this dry season rice that has been planted and also the wheat that has recently been cultivated. So that's why we are making effort to ensure that we try as much as possible. As for now, to give a kind of emergency succor to the people so that their farm produce do not get flooded by the river. And then subsequently, we are coming up with the permanent measure. As I said earlier, the engineering design has almost been completed. The inception report has been sent to us this week. We are looking at it. Then we'll continue until we get to a final report where we'll go and sit with the World Bank and see how can they aid us to ensure that the issue of flood in Jigawa is history.
All right. So, Honorable Commissioner, yes, you've spoken extensively. Especially talking about the dredging of the river. And we know that the causes of flooding can sometimes be as a result of climate change, and others can indeed be man-made, like you also alluded to. What can you say is the challenge of the state government in addressing flooding, particularly early warning signs, for residents to take note whenever flooding arises?
Yeah, this is an area that we have a state technical flood committee that sits virtually once every month to kind of advise the state government on what to do as far as this flooding is concerned. This is to show the extent to which the government is worried about this flooding issue. Part of the resolution is that now we are trying to put up early warning signs along the river so that people can get one early before the flooding takes over. And again, we're doing a massive sensitization across Jigawa State. Most of the people are living along the riverside so that they will know that at least there are issues related to climate change that are maybe man-made and some that are quite natural, so that they can understand what is their responsibilities and what can they do to at least add value as far as mitigating this flood challenge in Jigawa is concerned. And
Honorable Commissioner,
one of the things is that, yes?
Yes, we will definitely have to end it there. We run out of time, but we so much appreciate your thoughts. Thank you for joining us on the program Newsroom Series.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ole.